What's up, guys? It's John, and I figured I'd run through our recap for tonight, and of course, cover tomorrow's games. Another good night, especially because we didn't have a lot of units wagered, and we had one leg 3 for 4 units because we had one open sequence. It was, you scroll up a little bit, an open leg 2. We've actually might be looking at a first time ever, and I'll go into that in a second once I find this leg 2. I know we had one of them. Maybe it was more recent. As you can see, we make sure we cover every single sequence, and we've been doing a good job closing them out. I'm trying to figure, I think it was from yesterday, wasn't it? Serendulo, that was, oh, there we go. 76ers Bucks was a leg 2 yesterday that we lost. So that was, it didn't cover. So that was our only leg 2, and if you go back to the beginning, they're all closed out from what I can tell. So we might be looking at a first time ever as far as we might have nothing, we might have all leg 1s tomorrow, because we had a couple leg 1s which we closed. Houston Christian came through, and the Nets came through, coming through for Serendulo, and there was another leg 1 that was open. And then for our leg 2, as I just went into the 76ers, we closed that out because we got our tennis matchup. So really good news. Basically no open sequences. All we have today is Rockets Thunder. That was our leg 1. Okay. And all we have today, well, I mean going into tomorrow, is going to be all leg 1s essentially. Because again, we don't. Sometimes I'll wager a little more if I really like a pick, and there's a couple I like more than others. But anyway, we have some in sequence or some in action. But let me go into our recap for today. A good start to the week. We finished up last week, I think 32.8 units. Yesterday was a good day. I think we did. What did we do yesterday? We did a lot yesterday. I know that. I thought we did close to 10. I know it was a couple days this week that we did like 10 and 13 and 7. So we had a really good week. Like I said, 33 around. And so let's see how we started this week off. So we got Houston Christian. They got us, I think it was an 11 or 12 point game. So we got the nice little clip there. So that's 2 units. Mississippi Valley State's in play, but last I checked it was tied. So maybe we got a shot there. 3 units because FAMU won. They won pretty decisively. 4 units because, like I thought, Nets just looked too low. So it was an easy under. 2 more units making it up 6 units because we got the Nets beating the Grizzlies. And then Kings in play still with the Heat. And then we are up 10 units because we got Draper to cover Paul. He beat him outright. I was going to play the money line, but I went into I thought it was a lot safer to play the one game. But we've been really good with tennis in general, and calling Tommy Paul to sell. So we're up 10 units, and Wozniacki, we're halfway there. Because we got the Acosta Diaz win. So Wozniacki actually plays tomorrow, so that's fine. That's why I kind of have it included with tomorrow's. But it's the other part of that parlay will come through hopefully tomorrow. So as it stands, we're up 10 units. The worst we could finish is up 8 units, which is a great day. And if we get Mississippi Valley State, that would be a really good day. You know, that put us up 14, 15 units. So we'll have to see how it goes. But another really good day. And again, tennis, we don't play a ton of it, but the 2 plays we made today came through. Now, Wozniacki, we have 2 plays on her, so hopefully she comes through tomorrow night. And I just want to go into tomorrow's plays. And some of them just kind of look like traps to me. You can see the Kings in play, too early to call that one. We got 7.5 we have to give on that one. If you go to tomorrow, right off the bat, the Cavs kind of jumps out to me. Now, a lot of times I feel like the Mavs are underdogs when they shouldn't be. I feel like more people should be on. Even though their record's worse, I think they're a better team. But either way, I just feel like it's kind of trappish. So I like the Cavs here to cover tomorrow. And I'll go into all of our plays, but I just kind of guesstimate the lines, and if you look down the line, sometimes something will jump out at you. So yeah, another really good day today. We are edging closer and closer to 100 units. we could be between 85 and 90 units since inception by at the end of tonight. And the really good news is, again, that's with no open sequences. So, tomorrow, Wozniacki, I went into this one yesterday, but didn't realize she didn't play until tomorrow night. So we got her minus 1.5 sets. I'm going to stick with that. We could hedge because we got Acosta Diaz, but she's where most of the value is coming from. So honestly, I'm just going to let it ride. If we don't get it, it's only one unit. So I think it's a good pick. So I got Wozniacki covering 1.5 sets for plus 170. Got the Cavs covering the Mavs minus 3.5. Again, these are all going to be for one unit, so this is a very easy day. Rockets cover Thunder kind of high, so I don't love the spread because I feel like more people might be on it. But it's also the fact that Thunder, one of the best teams this year, covering. I think they are the best team, so I like the play there. Wolves just looks like they're giving up a good bit of points. You know, they got blown out by the Bucks. Haven't looked great, so to be giving up 13.5, I feel like people aren't going to be all over that. So I like the Wolves to cover there. I got the Celtics covering for the same reason. The Sixers did lose pretty bad to the Bucks, but at the same time, they've been looking all right. So 12.5 is kind of heavy. So this could be a period in which the Sixers maybe go on a little bit of a losing streak. Hawks cover Jazz. Again, the worst team against the spread is the Hawks, so I think they're going to cover 3.5 points for one unit. I do have the Wizards winning outright. They were talking about how JP got benched, and they're like, oh, he's back when he went off yesterday for like 2 days ago for like 31 points. So I think there could be a shot he beats his old team here, so that's worth one unit. Kentucky, Mississippi State. Kentucky's great on the over. 156.5 isn't anything crazy, so I like the under for a unit. I like BYU to beat Kansas. It looks kind of trappish in my opinion. Kansas is ranked 7th. They're like a 6-point favorite. I could see BYU winning. A lot of times these mid-ranked, between like the 5 and 10 ranked teams, you'll see these kind of upsets happen. So I got BYU. East Illinois, I think them and SIUE are going to go over because East Illinois sucks on the over, and it's set kind of high. I got Rude Eubanks going over 22 games because they've been all two setters every time they've played. If it was on clay, I think Rude would do better because even though it's scripted, they do have certain guys look better on certain surfaces. Rude always looks better on clay, but I have a feeling this one's going to be... they've been pushing both of these guys. Eubanks got a strong push last U.S. Open, so I think they're going to make this 3 sets, or at least 2 very close sets where we get the over there for a unit. And you can see we have one play for 2 units, and that's going to be Roman Selflin to cover Stefano Tsitsipas, because Tsitsipas sells like nobody else. So he might win, but I think he's going to sell the games. That's 2 units because we have 2 in play right now. We got the Kings and Mississippi Valley State. We could get them both, and that'd be great. We're still going to leave this for 2 units, though. It's not going to hurt to have an extra unit in play. But again, that's great news that we don't have any open sequences. So if there's a game I really like or a match, we'll make it for a couple more units. Like, for example, I got some futures that I'll probably drop tomorrow. We'll drop some a couple units on each of them. But for tomorrow, it's pretty simple. We ran the table today. Mississippi State's still in play, but so far, 6-0, 7-0 if we're including Wozniacki, or if we're including Acosta Diaz, and it's going to be a strong day. So hopefully Mississippi Valley State comes through. That would be a nice cherry on top. But I would definitely take a split between that and the Kings, and being up double-digit units on the day. So another strong day. We're just pumping them out. We're on a nice little heater, and it looks like early in the week, but it's a good start for another profitable week. So yeah, nothing crazy tomorrow. And Wozniacki, like I said, don't forget to, if you didn't play her because she wasn't yesterday, even though I put it in my video, she plays later tomorrow, so you have more than enough time to play her. And of course, you should have the parlay with Acosta Diaz because we put that out in our video yesterday. So we're halfway there on that. So yeah, could turn out to be a very good day. No matter what, we're going to have an amazing day. 8 units is the worst we can do, and that's pretty good. And again, that's we're not putting out a ton of units. We're just kind of trying to extract value, saving that one big play for the one that looks obvious, like Draper. Tell me why Paul should have been 50-50. It made no sense. So yeah, good job to everybody, and I will have all of our picks for tomorrow out, or not tomorrow, but for the next day out. like I do every single night. And again, thanks to everybody who's been jumping over and showing support. It really does help. And again, I'm glad to see that it's paying off. You know, a lot of people are saying, man, my bankroll's looking a lot better. You know, a lot of people wager way more than I ever could. And it's good to see that they're doing really well. A lot of people up, you know, 5 digits or so. So, yeah, I think we're going to keep climbing. Another couple, you know, another great day. And again, it's really just the system that we're going to have days where we're down. We've had days where we were down, but with three cracks at it, and that's basically the biggest takeaway. The leg one, the leg two, leg three. We've, I'd say, exceeded expectations, and I think we'll continue to do so. Especially again with tennis being in play actively now, that's really going to come through. It helped us again today. You know, 4 units, and it could turn out to be closer to. It could turn out to be 5.5. Well, it could turn out to be over 7 units with Wozniacki. Again, one of them was a half parlay, so I guess half the winnings would be for today, half for tomorrow, however you want to chart it yourself. But at the end of the day, numbers are numbers. So yeah, I appreciate everybody and take care and happy earnings.